Yeah, what are you connected to? Have you fed the chickens who are running your internet?
Man, I've been giving them things some protein to make sure it keeps up their freaking what's it called? Fitness.
Protein.
I mean, been putting protein in their seeds.
Wow, I can see where this is going, man. Jett Lawrence joining us here in the Freak Nation. Finally getting your happy ass on a 250. When you originally were going to start in the West, now you're in the East. Where are you as far as being healed, Jett Lawrence? Are you 100%? Or you know what? Supercross riders are never 100%, are they?
No, I'm surprisingly 100% right now. I know it's surprising, but I am really good. I am really good right now. I am very, very excited to get this racing underway.
It was less than 2 months ago that you had a cracked rib, and less than 2 months later, you're almost 100. You are 100%.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, I know, but yeah, I am good, ready to race.
Okay, then.
But all that being said, Jett Lawrence here in the Freak Nation, Lucas Oil Studios, ribs are a delicate thing. I don't care if you're sitting in a chair, or if you're 4 stories high, or hitting triples, or hitting the whoops. Those things can go dark if you hit them once again. How do you become extra protective of your ribs?
Oh no, is it frozen?
Frozen. Looking at his damn shoes.
He needs the cream and not the chicken feed. That's what.
Yeah, some badass shoes up there, by the way.
There we go.
All right, want to try that? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my Wi-Fi is being terrible right now.
Man.
Oh, good.
Whoa, was that Nikki Hayden's? Whose suit was that behind you? That Repsol?
That was a Mark Marquez one. It's one of his practice suits. I got it for a Alpoint Star video, and he let me keep it. So, and I gave him in return a custom Mark Marquez Jett Lawrence gear. So,
wow,
That.
holy cow.
so yeah,
So
All right.
pretty cool.
Couple champions hanging
I'm
out.
glad you got back to the shoes because it's the shoes. It's the shoes.
Yeah, I'm a little addicted to my shoes, you could say.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They look good. You had anything up there that's stands out and is worth more than $1 million?
Probably not that much. I would say. I mean, if I probably bought a set of shoes that expensive, my manager, my mom, my dad would probably give me a good right hook to the mouth. So to pull me back in line. But probably the ones I could stand out that I could see is probably which side? This side. Those ones right there. Those are probably my favorite.
Are they Nike?
Why? What are
Are they Nike Crash? They're all freaking. Well, no, they're not all.
No,
Nike.
they're not all Nike, but a
Yeah,
lot
they
of them
are.
are.
They're
Yes.
all Nike.
They are.
What is-
Yeah.
Why
I
are those your favorite? Is that the one that Jordan won his 6th championship with or something? Why are those your favorite?
One, because it's different. The Nike ticks backwards. It's a Travis Scott shoe, they call it. It's a Travis Scott and Nike shoe. So that's probably one of my favorites. And it's a nice little color combo. It's got a bit of blue, white, black, some cream. So
Very stylish.
I think it's beautiful, though, man. You got that Dennis Rodman jersey behind you. Both of you guys are crap starters. You're hell of athletes, but you're both crap starters, and you follow in his footsteps, Jett.
100%. I think he's one of the most. I don't even think I could say that, but he's one bad dude. I could say. I'm gonna say he's one bad dude, and I don't think I'll ever be the level of his badness. But hey, he's one of those greats. I feel like, and I'd love to kind of get my name, maybe not in the same sentence as him, in the same category, you could say, but hopefully up in that kind of legend, you could say names.
Jett Lawrence, 250 pilot, Supercross Series kicking off in the East Series, or the East side of the Supercross Series. Of course, the 250 outdoor champion joining us here in the Freak Nation. If you could pierce your lip and your nose and would guarantee you a 450 championship, would you do it?
Oh, 100%. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Come on now. I'd do that. I'd do it today if you told me this.
Well,
Yeah, you said guaranteed a title, Kenny.
Yeah.
That's huge. So, yes, of course
Yeah.
you would.
Of course, I mean, it's a lot easier than going through all the hard work and blood, sweat, tears we have to go through. I mean,
And
a little bit
broken
of pain
ribs.
for like, Yeah, and broken ribs. Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit of pain for like a couple seconds ain't gonna hurt as much as a whole year of hard work.
But it sounds like your mom and dad, they have a little vigilante justice, and they'd whoop your ass if you cross them, and that might piss them off if you walk around with a big freaking saucer in your lip.
I think so. I think my dad would give me a lot of trash talk to me, and because he's very very old school Australian. Same with my puppy dog. We call him. He's very very old school. So yeah, I'd probably get whipped around a little bit.
Looked around. Yeah, there you go. I see an I see an astronaut in there too. I'm having a good time looking at all of your stuff. What's the astronaut thing for? Where does that come from?
I got that from my mom for Christmas last year. It's like a kind of little light thing. It shines up. I know it's kind of like where the lens is. It's got like a little camera light thing in it, so it kind of shines up everywhere and shows some like kind of galaxy light thing, which is pretty sick. So it's my Christmas present.
Wow.
Are
Mom,
you a space guy?
um, I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but not much of a space guy. I mean, if I had more space stuff, I probably would. You could say I'm a space guy, but I mean, that could be the start of something. I mean, it could be start of something. Who knows? I might be a space guy from now on.
Do it. You're in Florida, right? I mean, you're right there. It works. This is a show called Speed Freaks. Space flying to space is fast. What you do on two wheels is fast. It works.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the days I was doing a photo shoot for something, and we literally seen one of the rockets go like straight up and like almost over and above us. So it's pretty cool.
Jett Lawrence, doing some of the research, I saw a sentence that you said that you got your injury on December 27th, and you said that you could have probably raced at Anaheim 1 like 10 days later. And with a cracked rib, you got to be made out of something high tech yourself. Was that just optimistic, or did you really think you could win? You could race that weekend?
Well, I mean, I did ride a couple times before Anaheim won, even with a broken rib. I rode, I think it was 6 days after I broke it. After I broke my rib, I rode 6 days to see where it's at, and hurt really bad then. But I'm like, okay. And then another week went, and it was the Monday of Anaheim 1. I rode. It was a very big struggle. It was hurt, but I'm a type of person that I don't like to accept defeat. So I was kind of getting mentally prepared. I'm like, this is gonna hurt like hell, but I'm gonna give my all. I've never, as an Australian, we never back down from anything. So I was up for it. But then the team kind of sat me down and spoke like, hey, you don't have to ride the champion, like start off the season injured. You can wait. And my brother Hunter was fully ready for East Coast, so like we can just put him in. He's fully ready. You can get fully healed and be back for East Coast. I'm like, oh. I mean, that would be the smarter thing. So I'm like, okay, I guess we can do that. I think it's probably better off I do that instead of put myself in more pain and try and race.
Wow.
But didn't I see in another place where you said you needed that to happen, or you're, excuse me, you're okay that it happened because you might have been a little bit ahead of yourself on your readiness for the West Series? Did I read that? Did I misinterpret it?
No, it's actually very correct. I used it. It kind of humbled me, I feel like, more so because I started, and I guess I said I peaked way too early. I feel like in my training, like I think I was like a week before I crashed, I was ready to go racing. And I think it was a good sign because I was feeling like Superman. I was feeling fast on the bike. Bike was feeling great. I was feeling awesome. Like I was just, everything was going really good. And I kind of felt that I was just like a little sign warning from God to kind of like, hey, don't get too confident right now. So it was a good, and I mean, I got very lucky for how hard I hit the ground just to come away with a fractured rib. So I'm very, very blessed that I came away with just that. And yeah, I totally agree that it was a good, like nice, harsh humbling for me to take a few steps back and go, hey, don't get too ahead of yourself.
Jett, we had your brother on in your place to kick off the season, Hunter Lawrence. We tried to get him to talk crap about you, talk a little trash, and he wouldn't do it. What's the problem there? Would you whoop his ass when it comes to trash talking?
Probably not. He's a lot more quick-witted than I am. I'm a little slow on that. So he's got my mother's side. My mom's side, she's very quick-witted, is very smart, and I got my dad's side. We're a little bit slow. We'll be laying in bed that night and go, damn it, I should have said that. So so he kind of gets me on that. So on the trash talking side, I'm pretty sure Hunter gets me on that.
Wow. Let's hope Dad doesn't hear this.
Yeah. Well, Dad already knows anyways. That was the biggest thing when they were dating when they were younger. Dazzy always said that she'd always nail me with the comebacks because I just never had anything to give back to her. So
Yeah, now I really hope Dad doesn't hear this for everybody's sake.
He flat out admitted it, though.
Well,
yeah, he admitted it.
oh, that's different. Admitting it to the family, admitting it to the Freak Nation. Come on.
Yeah.
But has Hunter given you any insight, or of course talking about your brother again, has he given you any insight as to how the tracks have seemingly been a little bit more difficult this year? Is Dirtworks East going to be as difficult, maybe the whoops at least, as Dirtworks West?
I don't know. I haven't really spoken to my brother much. I mean, I have his contacts. It's not like I don't text him at all, but most of the time, whenever we talk. So, yeah, I mean, when we talk, we kind of like just send silly dog videos or stupid videos that make each other laugh. We don't really talk much about racing because he knows that I'm the same way, that away from racing, we don't want, when we're not racing or riding dirt bikes, we don't want to hear anything about it. So I never really ask how the track is and that stuff. So, and yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see until we get there in Minneapolis and actually see it from my own eyes, see how the track is, see how big the whoops are. So yeah.
Okay, so you were into the Puppy Bowl this past Sunday, not the Super Bowl. If you're dog people,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge dog person. I got my own little English bulldog.
Okay, there was a press conference just a little bit ago. You had this massive bulldog behind you. Was that your guy?
Yeah, that was my boy Moose. Yeah, that was him. I thought it was funny. I'm like, it looks too plain behind me. I'm gonna put Moose up there.
Okay, for the people that are watching this, can you put it back up real quick? Your gorgeous boy.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it on this.
Oh, true. That was a Zoom platform. This is
Let's don't jack with the karma on this call. It's a little iffy, Crasher. Come on. Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that up, and this is gonna disconnect me all this stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Valid point.
that whole quadrant of the United States might go black.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a hip hop fan, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, now here you go. If you had a chance to be on stage with those legends during the Super Bowl, would you give up a 250 East championship just to be on stage in front of 114 million people with Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary Blige, and all the other musicians?
It's a hard question because obviously the bonus money from a championship would help me and my family out very well. But being on stage with obviously, like you said, Eminem, I think Dr. Dre was up there. Being on stage and getting noticed like that, I feel like it might give me more opportunities in life. So it's kind of like you got to give and take a little bit. So if you're on stage, I might get a really good opportunity of probably acting, probably not because I speak a little. My speaking's not the best, even though English is my first language, and I probably don't have the looks for a movie actor because I get banged up quite a lot. So yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one because the championship's always nice, but then probably getting the opportunity to be up there with Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and all that, I think that would definitely be a really, really cool experience. So it's a very hard one. I don't think I can really give you an answer.
Jett Lawrence, they had sets that had stairs going up and down, and it was really wild, like they were house to house. You could ride your motorcycle up and down those steps, right? Just
I could
in the background, and you wouldn't have to sing or say. just ride your bike up and down, and everybody,
Yeah.
who's that guy?
I could have totally done that. I mean, I am a horrible singer, so I think even if they were gonna make me sing, I would probably still keep my helmet on so they don't know who it is. But I would be fine. I would be fine with riding the dirt bike in the background. I mean, I do that the best. So I think that's why I've stuck with it, because I at least know how to do that. So
Yeah, for
I wouldn't
some
mind
people,
that.
for some people, you could have stolen the show. Looking at social media, there were a lot of people who didn't appreciate the show, but having a motorcycle, I mean, you could even leap
Yeah.
over some of the set. That would be cool. You get a standing ovation.
Yeah, I could have chucked maybe some whips. I'm not much of a freestyler myself. I like to keep all my both hands and feet on the bike at all time. It get a little scary when I'm in the air and all feet come off and there's no contact with the bike. So I'd definitely be fun doing that, doing some wheelies in that, maybe rev the bike a couple times, get the crowd hyped up. I could totally do that, but singing, yeah, that's count me out on that.
What sport did you grow up a fan of, Jett?
I'm not 100% because I did a lot of things when I was a kid. I did surfing quite a bit. I actually danced for quite a bit. I did hip hop for a little while. So I got I don't have the ballerina toes, so you can count me out on that. But I did quite a lot of things. I played soccer at school. I really loved soccer. I played a bit of American football, NFL. It's school, not like an actual game, but just mucking around like. So it's hard to tell because I did so many things. I never really had like one certain thing like, oh yeah, I love this. I mean, right now it'd probably be golf. I really, really love golf right now. Right. And plus the paycheck's very nice in the golf also. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, they had the golf on the weekend had this one hole where fans were allowed to throw things on the course, and
it's the 16th hole
and 16th hole in the
that's a very famous hole, that one. I'm pretty sure a guy it was actually two guys who got a hole in the one, which is unreal because I'm pretty sure I've had a lot of people say that hole has the most pressure in the world. So
would you allow? Wait a minute, Jett. Would you allow? Would you want to see something like that in Supercross, so that when you're trying to do the triple and some guy wings a bottle of beer at you, would you?
I mean, while I'm racing, probably not. But I think once the race ends, yeah, they could chuck their beers all they want. But I think if it was mid-air and I got a beer chucked at me, I don't think that would be very, very good, especially if it hits the rib. If it's like one of those metal cans, maybe with like some liquid in it, so it still has some momentum. I don't think that'll feel very nice mid-moto while I'm like my heart rate's at like 200. So
right. Well, we're not. Trust me, Feld Motorsports or Feld. No, we're not advocating you throw beer at the at the riders.
Beers. Please don't.
No,
Please
no,
don't.
no.
That's gonna hurt.
You will be immediately escorted out. That's not happening.
Let's hope that something else happens, but at least thrown out of the place. Yeah.
No, that would be cool to see the Lawrence parents come on in. And you talked about a right hook earlier. Bam! Don't make mom and dad mad with that. Lawrence parents come around. That's my son.
Yeah, especially once Dazzy gets angry, man. Oh my goodness, he's one of the guys. If you make him mad, everyone's copying it in the family. So he's one of those guys. So if one guy pisses him off, I mean, I think it's a few other guys are probably going to cop it also, just because they're sitting there looking at him funny.
That's badass.
It's greatness.
Hey,
we need to party with the Lawrence family.
Jett Lawrence joining us here in the Freak Nation Lucas Oil Studios. As you can see, we've got Lucas Oil all over our studio here, and you, of course, won the championship, the Lucas Oil 250 Outdoor Championship, and now MAV TV is going to be the home for outdoor motocross, which is pretty freaking badass.
And he was in East Bay making that announcement with Weege.
What's your expectations for this thing to land on the huge motorsports channel MAV TV, Jett Lawrence?
I'm super pumped because last year a big problem was all my friends and family from Australia, they couldn't watch the races. So now MAV TV have allowed that they're streaming it to Australia now. So I am super pumped. I mean, the hours are probably going to suck for Australia. It's going to be like midnight for them, but I know I have some very close friends and family that would stay up and watch it. So I'm really happy for that because there's a lot of fans and I was missing out on that kind of live energy of watching the race and that stuff. Because I mean, watching a replay, I mean, you still get that bit of effect, but watching it live, it's like, damn, that's happening right now. So, I mean, I'm super pumped that they're able to do that now, and I'm truly grateful that all my friends and family can finally watch.
Yeah, I don't think midnight is too much of an ask. If they're having beers together, enjoying watching their buddy race, they're going to be okay.
Yeah, that they might be. If I win a race, they might be throwing some beers around. That's for sure.
But hold on a second. Isn't Australia like 14 hours ahead of like the West Coast, maybe?
I think it's 9.
It's 16.
Or is that Europe?
Used to be.
Yeah, where is that Europe? Yeah, I know. It's all different.
I can't remember. I mean, I think I was in Europe and I remember it was like 9 hours ahead. So it might be even more. Like it might be 14 hours, like you said. So I have no clue. I've been to Europe and that stuff. My time's all messed up. I mean, we got 3 hours just from Florida to Cali. So you're asking the wrong guy.
Well, because if you're running if you're running the finals at Last Moto on a Sunday afternoon, it's going to be like 6 o'clock on a work morning and Monday in Australia. You're right. If they're staying up, they're going to be drunk as hell watching you.
Oh, 100%. Who knows? They might be doing some all-nighters.
That's right. Calling in sick to work on a Monday.
Yeah, hey, sorry guys, I'm a little sick. I don't feel so well.
Is that American flu?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, this is badass, man. Thanks for doing this. Good luck to you for the rest of the season, for your first part of the season, and roll through there and grab yourself a Supercross championship with the 250 class. All right, man?
No, thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I've had a blast so far. So thanks heaps, and I wish you guys the best also.
Crasher brought this up this afternoon when we found out we're going to have you on. What's the East-West battle going to be like with you and your older brother come that East-West battle?
I don't know. I mean, last time we had the East-West shootout at Salt Lake, I came out on top. So, but who knows? He might be feeling good. He might whip my butt that day. So we don't know. I mean, it's just whoever's feeling good that night.
Right.
Yeah, but it's whoever has that title at the end of the year, and you got that over him in the outdoor season last year.
Yes. So I mean, it's whoever's has a more title chance, hope. So, I mean, if Hunter's in a title battle, I mean, I'll be happy to go in there, put some elbows up. So and vice versa.
Have you ever told your brother to kiss your ass?
A couple times, probably, yeah.
Yeah. I just kind of get the feeling that you have.
Yeah, I have a good few times. Maybe some more words, but we'll go with that.
Bam!
That works.
Brother,
Lovely.
Jett, thank you very much for doing this, buddy.
No problem. Thanks for having me on, guys.
You
Cool.
got it, man. See ya.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye.